It's Billionaire Charlie, man. We back. We back. I am Billionaire Charlie. Today we got a great and amazing topic today, man. And I'm gonna break it all down to you. I'm gonna hit that like, hit the subscribe button for me, share all my videos, let everybody see all the good content. And if you would like to donate to the channel, my cash out information is right there in the description. And I appreciate everybody that donated, subscribed, and liked all my videos. Continue to support me. I'm trying to get to about 10,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? Try to get my view time up, get my views coming in. So, you know what I mean? Help out, man. I would love y'all help me, y'all support. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. You did what I'm saying? But today we're going to talk about Lil Boosie comments on Tekashi 6ix9ine about him snitching to the feds and giving up people's names and the crew, the 9 Trey crew in New York. And he was talking about how he was facing in need of similar situations where he was about to be on death row and things of that nature, and he was facing those charges and situations, and he didn't snitch or do any of those things. And he was talking, Lil Boosie was talking about how as soon as you would have been released from jail, you would have been clipped anyway. Somebody would have put a hit out on you anyway. So that's what he's saying. He's just saying like the rules are being broken and being accepted. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen the Casanova interview on the Breakfast Club, how he was saying like 6ix9ine could come home and still have a career. He can, because snitching is acceptable to a lot of people in different areas. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like when you talking about a gangster individual and you talking about other people, they don't really think about the snitching thing. They just like the music. So when you talking about the gangster stuff, that's a small margin to the actual people that he's gonna be able to sell to. He's still gonna do platinum records, you know what I'm saying, because people ain't gonna be looking for that type of image. Even if he came back with that same type of energy and thing, it'll still sell because it's just entertainment, and people still gonna buy into it. You feel what I'm saying? But like I say, the hip hop community is not gonna accept it. You know what I'm saying? Unless he becomes so hot that they need a feature or stuff like that. See, then that's why I always say, a lot of times the business part of stuff will get switched up, because then you will start to see people work with them that say they would never work with them. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the energy is changed a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Because he was going to different cities, telling everybody to pull up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because he had a whole bunch of people behind him, OGs and all of that. Now he don't have none of that no more, because that's all erased. Now he all by himself. It's all security and stuff of that nature. Now we don't really know the scenario of the actual case of far as what's the time gonna be or what they gonna do in this situation. Some people thinking it's probably gonna be a year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. But I feel like they might do him dirty just as well as the people that he's been telling on. So you never know what the situation might be. You know what I mean? But he got good lawyers and things of that nature, so that might help his situation and his case out a little bit, to be able to put him in a position of having a success after it's all over and done with. But like I always tell people, man, if that's not your life, like me, I'm not gonna portray a gangster role. That's not who I am. I'm a husband and a father, you know what I'm saying, and a person that's building my brands and my business myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna portray an image of some type of gangster or something like that, because that's not my lifestyle. I don't live that lifestyle. I'm not out here selling drugs or any of those type of things like that. I'm promoting people owning their own business. I'm promoting people being great fathers. I'm promoting people being closer to God and understanding the healing power of change. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friend had a conversation about it, man. It's how people mentality can be stuck in one place and not be able to mature into becoming the adult they designed to be, and not to continue living a life, the fast style life, and never changing. They become the same people their whole life. They never develop or become mature. They just stay the same, and that's why they always become stuck. That's why when I see a situation like this, or somebody pretending to be something that they ain't, it's like these are the situations you will be putting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent to like when we was going to high school, you always had that person that wanted to hang with the cool people and try to do all the things we doing until he get in trouble, and then he tell on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Those people become adults that do the exact same thing. It's like Casanova said. He said he already knew what this was. He already seen this story before. But like I say, it was you in the entertainment business. Tekashi 6ix9ine was very hot and very popular. You see what I'm saying? And everybody was buying into it and everybody was loving it because it was entertaining to see a kid with all these colors in his head saying all this reckless stuff and being able to walk around and nobody touch him. But he had a whole gang of people behind him. You know what I'm saying? OGs and everything that wasn't going to allow anything to happen. As long as they get in their bag and everybody getting their bag and everybody eating, nothing's going to happen to the individual. It's when all these other activities start to go on is when it becomes dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So now we see the truth behind everything, man. But like I told people before, man, when they was trying to say Shotty was snitching on 6ix9ine and all of that, that was, for me, that was like his team trying to put out some false information on him to make him go, you know what I mean, out the back door when he's really releasing information. Tekashi 6ix9ine is really releasing information. And I feel like it was a media spin. They was trying to spin things around on him, try to throw it on him. But like I said, they was playing a dangerous game because once you put somebody in that snitching category, they can get hurt in jail for somebody saying things of that nature. And then have a person or a team that make up some stuff like that and release that out to the public. It almost made me feel like they were trying to get some acceptance because he did it, or they was trying to put it all on him to make him look bad on his name. And I feel like stuff like that can get people hurt really bad, you know what I'm saying, especially when you playing a game like that. And I feel like that was a real bad strategy for them to even try to do something that messed up like that, you know what I'm saying? And all the different pieces that's been going through their trials and stuff like that, that was behind the scenes, you know what I mean, the guys that had been called in, that had been put on the situation because of the different things with the Chief Keef situation. Now you starting to see the paperwork and all the stuff that he's been giving up and all the things he's been saying he's been doing. So if he might get out of this situation with a year or two, but like I say, you never know what might happen. And he might end up getting the worst end of the stick just like them. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say, man, if that's not your lifestyle, don't try to live that. He could have made music and still been successful without using. He could have did the gangster music too without doing all the other stuff he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He could have did all of that. You know what I'm saying? I think when he started going too far with it, with the going to old block and all this other extra stuff he was doing, I think it was just taking the energy to somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? And when you start taking that energy somewhere else, it's gonna follow you. And the people that was originally around him behind the scenes, they already was under investigation. So by them already being under investigation, these situations, man, it just exploded because it's too much. It's not for long you gonna have a team or different people around you doing things of this nature and y'all not gonna come down. They're gonna eventually take you down. Everybody's seen what happened to John Gotti and different crime organizations and how they bring them down. And look at how they suffered at the end. You know what I'm saying? All these people end up suffering really bad at the end and having a life where they're no longer being able to be free mentally, physically, and emotionally to be able to spend time with their friends and family. So like I always say, man, it's better to be in a business of honor, you know what I'm saying, than to be in the business of crookedness and foolishness. Because that business, man, is full of a lot of dark things as well as honest business. But like I say, that right there can lead to life in jail and situations of that. Because sometimes you have to go to a dark place to be able to continue that lifestyle, because there's a lot of crazy individuals in the mix of you trying to live a gangster lifestyle. So like I say, it's better off to try to do everything legal and honest. Like I said, he was already on track of that because he already was in the music business and he was making money and he was very popular. You know, platinum albums and on top Billboard. It's like, what else do you need? You don't need all the extra stuff. And I seen on the Breakfast Club plenty of times when Charlamagne would come to him and tell him that he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to continue to create that energy. But he mentally didn't understand it. And I was watching this interview with Master P, and when he was saying about the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, he always said a hard head make a soft ass, you know what I'm saying? And it's a real statement, man, because it was like he wasn't attaining the information that was being given to him about what was going on. He just kept trolling. His energy was on trolling so much and doing all this crazy stuff that he began to get blinded by the whole scenario and situation. And I feel like, man, it caused the end to him. And we don't know how the story gonna end. We don't know how the government or how this stuff gonna end for him. You see what I'm saying? We don't know, because he admitted to a lot of stuff that can get him like a long time in jail. So we don't know how the story gonna end. You know what I'm saying? But we really know that he's not that guy. And a lot of people have been voicing their opinion, from Lil Boosie to Meek Mills. So many people have been voicing their opinion about the snitching situation. And now they no longer looking at him as that. You know what I'm saying? But before even the snitching situation, they all kind of looked at him in a form of, that's not his character. That's not who he really is. And 50 did an interview and was talking about the same thing, how this kid is not, that's not who he was. He was just entertaining and trolling. And it became something more than that when he started to try to live the lifestyle of a gangster, and he's not breeded in that culture like that. He don't understand that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he broke and everything. And he snitched, and he would be always remembered as a rat, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of his life, man. He will always be stamped like that. You know what I'm saying? He could have went out just being a great legend in music instead of having to have that on his name now. He made good music even when he come out, but he would never be respected in the hip-hop community like that anymore. You see what I'm saying? He ain't better run around talking crazy like that no more. The respect level is really down, and I feel like a lot of disrespectful things he did and was saying about Jay Prince and his sons and stuff of that nature, it's just like, it was just too much, man. But that's all I feel about that, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me, man. And if y'all like to donate to the channel, my cash out information is at the bottom. Share my video and all my great content, man. And I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So subscribe, hit that like button, man. And I appreciate y'all company, man. I really do. Y'all know what I always say. Put God first, family, and finances. Love y'all.